Hello everybody, so today I will talk about calculus. The topic today is about double integrals. So now I will show you the technique how to answer. First, we have dy. So that means y should be about variable. S will be the number. So you got about the integral of s squared. You got about y s squared. The integral of y squared or of y, you got about y squared over 2, and we put the bounds in here. The s, so we put number 6 in here, and number 3 in here, and here. So you got about 6s squared plus 6 squared over 2 minus 3s squared minus 3 squared over 2 ds. So you got about 6s squared minus 3s squared. You got about 3s squared. This one minus this one, you got about negative 27 over 2 ds. And now we get the final answer. This one you got about s to the power of 3 minus 27 over 2s, and we put the bounds in here. You will got the answer. You got about negative 27 over 3 over 2. Sorry. The next one we can use about polar coordinates. So we put about s equal to r cosine theta, y equal to r sine theta. We change the s dy into r dr d theta. If we look carefully about the bounds in here, that is from 0 to the square root of 4 minus y squared, and this is about the circle, and we need to wrap in here. This circle is about x squared plus y squared equal to number 4, so the radius is about number 2. That's about the square root of number 4. You got about number 2. We know that they just count from number 0 to this one, and we have y is from 0 to 2. So that means the area we need to concentrate, that should be about this one. So from this point is about 0, this one is about b over 2. So we can create the new integrals in here. Should be from 0 to number 2, and here is from 0 to b over 2. And now we change this one. The s dy we change for this one. So this one you change to number 1. So you got about the interval from 0 to p over 2. And this one from 0 to number 2. And we have r cosine r square dr d theta. So in this situation we can use about substitution. So we put about u equal to r square du equal to 2r dr. We divide both sides with number 2. So now we need to change the powers in here. If r equal to 0, so u should be about number 0. If r equal to number 2, so u should be about number 4. So in this situation, you got about the interval from 0 to number 4. And this one you got about 1 over 2 cosine of u du. And we got about 1 over 2 sine u. And we have the powers from 0 to 4. We put number 4 and number 0 in here. So you got about 1 over 2 sine of number 4. After we calculate this one, we just have d theta and p over 2. So you got the final answer of this one. We put 1 over 2 sine of number 4 outside. This is about the theta. So you got about theta and we have the powers in here. So we put p over 2 in here. And we got about d sine of number 4 over 4. And this is the final answer. Next, we need to change about dx dy together. So we need to wrap the powers in here. So we have the bounds that should be about x is greater than or equal to y and smaller than or equal to number 1. About y, that should be about greater than or equal to number 0 and smaller than or equal to number 1. And the graph should be like this. So x is greater than y, smaller than 1, and that should be in this area in here. So we need to change the bounds. So right now we have y that should be from this one, and we can see that they will go up in this side. And if we look carefully, y is greater than 0 and smaller than or equal to x. Similar for x, they go to this way. So you got about s is greater than or equal to 0 and smaller than or equal to number 1, and we have the interval in here about y. You got about 0 and s. About this one you got about 0 and 1. So you got about e to the power of s square dy ds. So about situation, we don't have y, so you got about y in here, and we have e to the power of s square. We put the powers in here, so we put s in here, and we got about the interval from 0 to number 1, and we put about s multiplied with e to the power of s square ds. So we can use about substitution. So we put about u equal to s square du equals to 2s ds. We divide both sides with number 2. And now we need to change the bounds in here. If s equal to number 0, so u should be about number 0. If s equal to number 1, so u should be about number 1. And now we got about the interval from 0 to number 1. E to the power this one we change for u. S ds we change for du over 2. And now we can get the final answer. This one you got about number 1. So we got about e minus 1 over 2. That's it, the end. Thank you for watching.